today we're going to talk about algebraic expressions. Okay? Algebraic expression. Only thing that's different about an algebraic expression or similar to a numeric expression is basically an expression that has numbers and an operation, plus sign, a minus sign. So let me write down what a numeric expression is that we just got finished talking about. So we'll just say like 2 plus, we'll say, I don't know, something simple, like 3. That's basically a numeric expression, real simple, okay? 2 plus 3, that's a numeric expression, very simple. An algebraic expression just simply has a variable, okay? A variable. Now, what is a variable? Let's go and see what the variable is. A variable is a letter that represents a specific number, okay? So, unspecific, sorry. Thank you. Say that right? Thank you. All right, so let's say, for instance, I'm going to use any letter. I'm just going to use X for now. So I'm going to say X. I took out the 2, and I put an X in place of it, okay? This is now considered an algebraic expression, okay? Now it's unspecified. Thank you, Jace. Unspecified because we don't know what X is, but we know it represents a number. This is now an algebraic expression. Now, let's say for instance, you go to the store. Let's say you buy something. Let's say you buy a bag of chips. How much is chips going to cost? $1. All right. Bag of chips costs $1. Let's put $1 right here. $1. How many bag of chips you going to buy? 4 bag of chips. All right, cool. You buy 4 bag of chips. How much you owe the cash register? $4, right? Okay, cool. So you know what you're going to go to the store for, you know what you're going to get. But let's say Mr. Moore goes to the store, we know it's $1. How many bag of chips Mr. Moore going to get? It may be 3, it might be 5, or if I'm not really that helpful, it might be 1. Okay? And so, instead of it being, we may not necessarily know, we're just going to say it's X. X is going to represent the number of bag of chips that Mr. Ray might buy. Maybe Tuesday I come in, I get 2. Maybe today I go in there and I get 5. But what we do know, it costs $1 for a bag of chips. This right here is an algebraic expression. You guys do this every single day. You go to the store, you might get 1 soda, you might get 2 sodas. But this is how you represent it. Okay? So we have a number right here, and we have a variable, a letter that represents an unspecified number or value. In this situation, the unspecified number or value is the number of bag of chips that you guys want to get, or I'm going to get. Or maybe anything else. It could be anything. Okay? And the algebraic expression is ultimately this right here. Now, let's say, for instance, we're going to stay with the, let's say we go to the corner store. We're going to stay with that same example. We're going to stick with chips. And we're going to say it's $1. X is the number of bags of chips, right? Okay? Let's say, for instance, okay, today, the corner store, they're being a little generous. They're going to give you 50 cents off, okay? 50 cents off. How do you think this will be represented in this expression? We already know $1 for a bag of chips. X is the number of chips. We don't really know how many chips we're going to get, right? But then if we're going to get 50% off, or 50 cents off each bag of chips, how do you think this will be represented? Any thoughts here? How do you think it will be represented in this algebraic expression? Say it again. What you would do is, you would subtract 50 cents, okay? Yes. Now, just to make sure everybody knows, you don't have to ask me to go to the bathroom. If the pass is there, feel free to go up, grab the pass, and use the restroom, okay? So now in this scenario, you got $1, X number bag of chips, and then we're subtracting 50 cents, okay? And I'm gonna write it up here so that way everybody can see it. $1. X, that's the number of bag of chips, minus 50 cents. So for every bag of chip that I buy, I get 50 cents off. Okay? Well, actually, that's not actually true, but in this situation, you said 50 cents off the entire cost. That's if you only buy one bag of chips. Okay? Now, we can do this almost for every single scenario in life if you want to represent an algebraic equation. So somebody give me a scenario, any scenario, somebody yell out a scenario, we're going to represent it in an algebraic equation, okay? Somebody give me a scenario. Any scenario. Anybody got anything? What about if you want to go somewhere, if you don't have a vehicle to get there, what you going to call? What we call when we get there? An Uber? Right, we're going to call it Uber. So when you call it Uber, how much they already have a price on there. They have the price up there, you look at it, and they give you the price. But how do they give you that price? What is it based on? It's based on the miles, right. What else is it based on? Say it again? Destination, right. So what they have calculated is how much they're going to charge you per mile. Do you know what that is? You may not necessarily know what it is, but they know how much they're going to charge you per mile, but they don't know how far you're going. So let's say they want to charge you $5 a mile. That's probably kind of expensive. We know it's very expensive. It's inflation. But they $5 a mile, okay? Now, if you're going from here, let's say we're going to, I don't know, Mondawmin Mall. I don't really know how far that is, but let's say it's, I don't know, let's say that's 5 miles. We know $5 per mile, 5 miles, that's $25, right? But let's say we're going somewhere else. Give me another location. Downtown. Downtown a little closer, let's say like 3 miles. That's $15, okay? Now, another thing you guys we're gonna consider in this scenario is that we're gonna go somewhere, they're gonna charge you per mile, but then they also have what? What else do they have in there every time you use Uber? Anything else? They're gonna charge you per mile. They got taxes, right. Anything else? They got taxes. They got fees. They just got random fees. You see, you look at the receipt. What's this random fee? Administration fee. But they're going to charge you that every single time you use it. It's not going to vary based on miles. It's going to be like, oh, $5, $2. So you just add that on. Another $2. But how are we going to represent that? Because we may not necessarily know where we're going. You may want to go home. You may want to go downtown. You may want to go to Mondawmin. That's X, number of miles. Okay? That's the variable. This is an algebraic expression. You guys do this every single day. You want to know why we're doing math. This is why you're doing it. So that way, you don't want people cheating you out your money. This is actually a good way to make sure that people are not cheating you out your money. You want to keep your money in your pocket. You want to make sure people are not hustling you. Right here. So, and then that's also in the app because they don't want you to know this stuff. If you don't know it, they can take all the money you want if you don't even know what it is. So we're going to say $5 per mile. We know that's super expensive. You probably wouldn't do that anyway, but that's fine. X is going to be the number of miles. And then we're going to add on a fee. Every time you click on that Uber, it's going to add on a fee. Oh, it's $2 every time you go. Every time. So that's going to be the algebraic expression. You guys do this every single day. They took your phones from you. I get it. You're upset about it. But then when you go out of here, you want to go somewhere, you go to that Uber app. You get on the Uber app, that's what they're doing to you every single time. Now, we left something out. We got a fee on here. We got the mileage that they're going to charge you per mile. This is per mile. somebody said something else that we didn't add. What they said, we're not here. What the government want from you?